Hey everybody, welcome back to Tom Thrifty. I am going to go over some garage sale and thrift store finds from today that I'm getting ready to test and then list on eBay. Um, so I was able to get a lot of good things at garage sales. There weren't a lot. It's the middle of summer in Georgia. It's really hot, so there's not a ton of garage sales right now. In about a month or so is going to be our sweet spot for garage sales. But I was able to go to a few garage sales and then finish up in time to hit some thrift stores. So I found some good deals. Want to kind of show you some things that I found that I am pretty excited about. This first thing is something that I found at a thrift store. Really great price. This is an Eagle Explorer GPS, 250. This thrift store is very, very reasonable. At the same time, they also test their products. It says, okay, it's working. I know that's a good buy. I know this is old, but I do really well with handheld GPSs. So as long as it's working, which it says it is, it should be a pretty good profit on something like this. A few other things I found. One of these I found at a thrift store, and one of these I found at a garage sale. Two label makers. One is Brother, one is Dymo. This Brother one I got for $1 at a garage sale. Really good. This one I found at a thrift store for $4. It is bigger. It has a little bit more capabilities, and it also has some ribbon in it. So I paid a little bit more for it. Still a good price. I do really well with handheld label makers. I've got a bunch of them. In fact, I sold 2 in the last week or two. I do pretty well with these, so I'm thinking that those should move pretty quickly. Also, another label maker. This is a manual one. It's not as easy. It's one of the old style ones where you have to turn it and then click it. Dual track Rotex. I've done well with these too. So the handheld ones, and then the digital ones, specifically Dymo and Brother. Those are 2 great brands for something like that. Okay, a few small things. This is some sort of MP3 player. Also, it's got a record function. I do really, really well with MP3 players. If you see an MP3 player, doesn't matter the brand, get it. Obviously, iPods are the best. Go for iPods. You don't want to overspend on an iPod, but iPods are great. Camera, this was a fairly new camera. $2 at a thrift store. This was $3 at a thrift store. And garage sale, $1 for this Nintendo Advance SP. It's going to take a little bit of cleaning, but Game Boys, I found a PSP for $2 at a garage sale a few months ago. Sold that for $35. It didn't work either. It was just, and I put on there, it's for parts. $35. That's great. So these things do really well. I'll have to change the batteries to see if it works. Okay, I got really excited when I saw this. TI 83s, 84s. This is a TI 83 Plus. These are like gold when I see these. However, they told me it did not work, so they actually gave this to me for free. I'm going to try batteries just to see. If not, you can still sell these that it doesn't work. But I actually have one of these that does work that doesn't have the back. So I'm going to switch out the back, and that way I can sell it as a complete unit. Alright, a few other odds and ends. This is called Brain Bows. I don't really know what brain bows are, but it was marked $1. The thrift store that I got this at, and most of the stuff at, uses a discounted system, so this color was like 25% off. So I think it was 75 cents for Brain Bows. I don't know what it is. I think it's kind of like Orbeez. My nephew and nieces love Orbeez, so if this doesn't sell, one of them will love this for their birthday. Okay, next is this router, Cisco Valet router. Very early on, everyone said to buy routers. I bought lots of routers. I have no clue. I can plug them in and see if lights come on. I'm not great with that type of thing to know like if everything on it works. So I stopped buying routers, except for the Aris surfboard, the white one. That sells really well, and I know I can always sell that. So I've stopped buying routers. But I got this for $2 at a garage sale. It looks really new. It's heavy. It feels like everything's in there. So I'm going to take the chance for $2 for something that looks like it's pretty up to date. No problem trying that one. If nothing else, I'll just put, I don't know if it works. Alright, another big seller that I haven't really talked too much about is video cameras. Video cameras I do really, really well with. Working, non-working, whatever, I do really, really well with. I bought this one for $8 at a garage sale. I would have liked to have got it for $5. I asked for $5, and they said, well, it's got a really nice carrying bag. It does have a nice carrying bag, but people on eBay generally don't care about carrying bags. But I paid $8 for it because it's a name brand, Canon. Canons do really well camera-wise, especially the power shots. And then also with these camcorders, it's a Hi8 video camcorder. It's got a bunch of batteries and tapes. That's pretty much all in terms of accessories. You want as many accessories as possible, especially the remote. If it's got a remote, awesome. If you're just gonna buy just the camera, don't overspend. They will sell, but not for more than like 15 bucks. A complete camera set that has everything in it that's working, you know, you can sell those for 70, 80, 90 bucks. This one does have the charger. So one thing I do try to stock up on is accessories. So anytime I see batteries at thrift stores, chargers, things like that, I will buy. I'll buy them because if you have the complete name brand set with all these things, they do sell better, believe it or not. I know that's hard to believe. Okay, a few other things real quick. Nothing else too exciting. This is pretty cool. It's a Sony TV weather FM AM 3-band receiver. I don't know why it says TV. It obviously doesn't have TV. That must be, I don't know. That's an old thing, I guess. This is really cool. A couple things about it, if it works. Sony is a big deal. Second, it looks cool. That's a big deal with a lot of these things. And then when I open up the battery, there's no corrosion, and it's got the cord. So that should be easily tested. I paid $6 for it. That was more than I wanted to pay for it, but it looked really cool, and if it doesn't sell, I'll keep it on my desk and listen to the radio. But it looks cool, it looks vintage, people love vintage things, and Sony sells really well. Not everything. I did buy a big Sony boombox, and for like $2 at a garage sale, and it was old looking, it wasn't taken care of. When I brought it home, tested it, it did not work. And I still listed it, but it's been here for a while. Which was kind of smart because this is a good tip for everyone. Don't buy things that you can't ship. So it's very big. I'd have to get like and I have boxes for it, but not a box that'll fit that specifically. So I'm going to end up paying for a lot of empty space in that box. So very, very important, don't buy things that you can't ship. If it's too heavy, don't get it unless it's a great deal. It's going to be a lot of hassle unless you already have things. So one of the things that I did was I talked to people who sold VCRs. I do a lot of VCRs. In fact, I don't have them here with me, but I bought 2 VCRs today, $3 a piece. And VCRs take a very specific box. You have to have the right wrapping and everything. Fortunately, I work for a company that does a lot of shipping, and so when we receive something, they throw away the shipping materials while I take the shipping materials in the boxes and everything like that. So I have plenty of boxes and plenty of shipping materials. I use 18 by 12 by 6. I bought those on Amazon for the shipping boxes for VCRs. DVD players do not sell, VCRs do. This is a Franklin Computer Spelling Ace, and it says, okay, works, perfect. And once again, handheld, little electronic devices, stuff like this sells really well for me. I think that's about it. I don't really have too much more of interest. Wheel of Fortune game, very excited to give that a try. I was looking for one of these a few years ago, actually, because your boy was on Wheel of Fortune a few years ago, and I struck out completely. But I was looking for one of these on eBay and all that stuff a few years ago to practice, so I now have it. I'll list it on eBay in case anyone is in that same boat. Okay, that's about it. I do have some sales coming up. I'll do a sales video to show you how things sell. But that's all I've got for you now. Comment down below if you've got ideas for topics that you want me to cover. Once again, this is a hobby for me that I'm earning money for. So it's not a full-time job, it's not a part-time job. I'd love to get it there, but for now, I have a really good job that takes a lot of time. This is something that I enjoy doing that at the same time makes money. And so if you're in that same boat, there is money to be made here, and I have a lot of fun doing it. So if you have any questions, any topics you want covered, let me know. I'll do it. Thanks, guys.